Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be analyzing Nick Kyrgios' monster serve. So let's get right into this video. The first thing I want us to pay attention to is the contact point. And you're going to see right here, it's just a massive extension. Look at that extension as he's hitting that ball. That arm cannot be any more straight. And a lot of people who are not as tall as Nick, their angle's not going to be able to be like this as well. They say hit up on the ball. You can see right here, Nick basically looks like he's able to kind of hit almost like an overhead down into the court. And he gets way out into the court. So that's another thing I want you to notice. Where if you're a bigger guy, you have a lot of room for extension, then this could be a good option for you to really kind of be aggressive, putting that ball way out into the court, land way out into the court. You don't see many players today land as far out into the court as Nick does. So just an amazing serve. Let's take it from the beginning now and break it down piece by piece. Okay, so right off the bat, there's several things that Nick does in his stance that is going to help him have a big serve. One that maybe a lot of people are going to overlook is look at his wrist position here. I noticed that a lot of great servers, they put their wrist in this position throughout various points of the serve, which is kind of like a relaxed, it's going to help you. Have you ever had a coach tell you, whip your serve? Well, watch the pros in certain positions. Watch how the wrist gets in this kind of position in certain parts of the serve, and Nick does it right off the bat. So this is helping him with relaxation, okay? Just that move alone is helping him with relaxation. Another thing, as we look at the toe right here. Look how high he has it lifted off the ground, and that he starts kind of like Goran Ivanisevic with most of the weight on his back leg. And then he really sinks down deeper into that. So he's got a big shift backwards before he goes forward. So as we take a look here, he's going to lift that toe up even more, really come back, and he has what I call a slow to fast motion. So he gets a ton of motion and movement backwards before his hand even leaves, right? He still has the tennis ball in the racket here. So he holds this a long way. He's got a lot of body movement before his hitting arm even starts to move, which is going to make him play a big game of catch-up at the end. Look again look at that toe now. So he's really, really sinking back there. And now he finally starts to separate the arms here. Again, look at the wrist position. Look how he maintains that weak wrist position. Look at Djokovic in this position as well when he goes to serve. Federer, they all kind of do something similar. So here he comes. Now he's getting ready to toss the ball. So the ball has left his hand, but now again, look at where the racket is, and then look at the wrist. He still maintains that weak wrist position. The racket right now, the racket tip, pointing straight down to the ground. Again, a lot of great servers do this motion. Now he's going to come up. We'll cut out of here, right here, so we can see his full body. He's going to step up, which is a style choice. You don't have to do this, but he steps up into a pinpoint stance. A lot of people ask, what's better, a pinpoint stance, a platform stance? I think that's just all about comfort. But what I do love right here is now he's getting to something I call the power L position. His arm is basically in an L position, and the strings are facing towards the ground. I do think that this is extremely important. A lot of recreational players, this is when they start to go into the pizza move, and their racket head would actually be flipping up. These are strings, okay? And they'd be flipping up at this point. Notice how Nick's strings are facing down. This will really help you if you can emulate this. He's starting to get into a tilt. See how that hip's starting to kind of bow out to the court, and that arm getting straight up here. I love that. And he's getting ready to really launch himself up. Now look how he brings, again, the racket right into the secret power source. I love this move. Jeff Saldenstein also, look at this. He would call this elbowing the enemy. So imagine if somebody's back there walking towards him, he'd elbow them. Racket face still facing towards the ground. And then Nick comes here. Another thing I tell my students is pay attention to the thumbnail. His thumbnail, if he were to look back, he could see the thumbnail as it runs down the back. He's going to his racket drop, which again is dictated by the leg drive. His legs are starting to unwind here and go up, so now he's going to go into the racket drop. That's the timing if you want to just max out on power. And now we can see the elbow basically pointing straight up into the air, racket straight down to the ground. Starts to tuck his hand in. Okay, I love this move. And as we can see, as he's going to hit, he can't hit the ball right now. His racket fully on edge. The longer you can stay on edge before you hit the ball, you are doing something very advanced. Again, lots of recreational players, most of them, the racket face would be facing frying point pan right up to the sky. Not Nick. He comes here. Look at this. Still can't hit the ball. Now we can see the racket face starting to be able to hit the ball. Look at that. Look at that full crazy extension. And way out into the court. And look how long his follow through is. Look how long he's reaching out. Look how long their arm reaches out. And the landing. Amazing. Now we'll take a look at it from this side. We're going to see the same thing. Look at this. He comes here. I like how I like this little move here, how he kind of like leans forward. This is helping with rhythm and relaxation. Comes here. Big stride back. That toe's going to go way up in the air. Nick holds there for a long time. Really stretches his body out into the court. We could take a look again, what we were talking about before, that power L position developing right here. Racket face to the ground as he steps up, gets into what I like to call the secret power source right here. Again, we talk about the wrist position. Notice how that wrist is not in a neutral position, okay, but it is pointing forward here. See that right there, okay? It's not straight up and down. Take a look at that right there. That's the position you want to get into. And Nick strides out, goes, and look how we can see this side of the racket facing towards us. This is just a great visual. Look at this. We want the racket saying hello to us as it's on this side right here. And then he can stretch up. Now he starts to push that out. The pronation the opposite way. And then it's going to start to curl back into him, the racket. Big scorpion kick. Scorpion kick for Nick. We'll give that a check mark. Amazing serve. So there you go, guys. There is Nick's serve step by step. If you want to build the perfect serve, then I've got a free serve course for you right now that I want you to go right here in the card section. So it's free. And you just go right up here in that iCard section and you click it. You get 33 free videos. Or you can go down here in the description box and grab it as well. There you go, guys. Start working on that serve. It's a massive weapon. Nick at Indian Wells, when he played Indian Wells this year, 64% of his serves didn't even come back. Can you imagine? Over 6 out of 10 times putting a serve in play and you don't even have to play a second ball. That goes to show you what a big weapon the serve can be if you take it seriously. This is Pete from Crunch Time Coaching signing off. We'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.